Hello, I am Cal and welcome. In this one we're going to be taking a look at Botacera, how to get it installed up and running and things. I am putting a retro gaming computer together. I've been working on it for a little while and I've been putting all different emulators on this retro gaming build, and I thought, well, why not just use a front end? By using Botacera, I can put all the different games and systems that I want to emulate all in one place and have it running just from this one piece of software. And using the front end makes it look beautiful. It's even got one of my favourite emulators now, which is DuckStation for PS1 emulation. It really has had a lot of improvement since the last time I used it, and the emulation itself has come a long way since the last time I used Botacera. The good thing about Botacera is that it runs on Linux and it's open source and it's free, so how good is that? Means that it runs on Linux, it won't have Windows 10 occupying and using up your resources at the same time as you emulating or trying to emulate different systems. Also, you can just run it from a USB stick, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So using this USB stick, you can transfer this USB stick into different systems that you've got, i.e. swap it from computer to computer. And the great thing is, it doesn't do any modifications to your computer, so you can have a computer that's running Windows 10, and I'll show you a bit later on how to just access the USB drive and boot to the USB drive and just run it through the Linux system. Great piece of flexibility there. As I said, it links loads and loads of different emulation software under one hood, so to speak. That's why it's called a front end, so it just operates as a launching service for all these different emulations. So you've got arcade, you've got loads of different consoles. It even goes up to PS3 now, and even the Wii U, Xbox 2, even all your handhelds that you've got, your PSPs and things, all your home computer systems, even your DOS and your old Windows systems, because I know how popular that's getting right now. Right, the current version of this is version 31, and as I say, you can run it on loads of different things as well. This is for Windows 10, you've got Apple devices, you've got NUCs, you can even run it on retro handhelds now, your single board computers, your Raspberry Pis, and even your Android devices. And it looks as though you've got some sort of TV boxes that it's running on now as well, and a link there for the older systems, the old 32-bit computers. So what we're going to concentrate on is 64-bit, because that's the retro gaming build and computer that I've put together. So we're just going to press on this to download it to our downloads folder. It is an image software, so if you click on this, it'll give you a link for Balena Etcher, which is a piece of software that will help you write it to the USB stick. I will leave links for all of these in the video description, so check them out. And if you want me to show you how to use it on older computers, I've got an old laptop that I'm thinking about introducing the older arcade games on, so we can reuse it because the internal hard drive is broken. So this would be an ideal piece of software to run on that. Saves throwing it away. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and obviously put some comments in the comment section to inspire me to make more videos. So apart from just this piece of software, Botacera, you're going to need the BIOS pack. So if you do an internet search for Botacera 31 BIOS pack, I'm sure we can find an archive on the internet somewhere. I've been playing around with this, so I've got my system up and running, my retro gaming build, so I'm going to be using a different USB stick just to show you how to do it, get it up and running. But here is a quick video of the USB stick that I'm using for my retro gaming builds, just to give you a better idea of what to buy. I decided on this one. It's a SanDisk 256GB one, 3.1 flash drive USB. Have a look on the back of your computer and see which is the fastest USB drive that you've got, and then try and match up the best price to comparison. I mean, I was looking at a 512GB one, but it was just too pricey in the end. This will be acting as your hard drive, so the faster the drive, the better the performance. That's the way that I was looking at it anyway. So you're back to this page, click this direct link, and then that will download the image for Botacera, and then we need to use Balena Etcher to actually write it to the USB stick. If you're not familiar or you haven't got Balena Etcher already installed, I'll leave a link in the description for another video that I did quite a while ago. It's regarding Balena Etcher and also 7-zip and a few other different pieces of software that you'll find useful. So we'll just wait for that to download. Back at the wiki page then, we've got information here saying that 16 gigabytes and above is recommended for full functionality. So make sure you do that. Obviously the bigger the drive, the more games and ROMs that you can get onto it. So as I say, I chose the 256 gigabyte one. Just for this tutorial, I'm using a 128 gig one. But it all depends what you want to install and play. Obviously if you've got a big library, you need a bigger card. And you can use other devices to feed information across to this installation of Botacera. Obviously we're not going to be talking about that in this video. This is just a straight install video. Right, so we just need to go into our downloads folder then. Here it is, Botacera. So I'm just going to right click on here and extract here. Let's go extract the image. This is a USB drive that we've got, so make sure you've got a USB drive that you don't want any of the information on there because it will be wiped. So make sure it contains nothing important. Okay, so that's nearly finished. We've got the image file there. So what we need to do is just load up Balena Etcher. I think I've got it on here. Yeah, I have, so I'll double click that. And there we are. We just got to select the image. So we know it's in our downloads folder. So in our downloads folder, this is the one we downloaded today, but obviously the image file is a bit older than that. It comes from June, so it's appeared there. So we just select that image, double click on there, select the drive. We want this 128 gigabyte one, so it's that one. Continue, and then flash. So just to warn you, it's a large drive, but yeah, it's fine. Probably can't see it on the screen, but I've just got to select yes. And there we are, it's starting. Okay, so it takes a while to do this. 43 minutes? Nah, it doesn't take that long. What it'll do, it'll write to the card and then it'll confirm it. And we'll be back in a minute, so I'm just going to fast forward this. That's all complete then now, so all we need to do is just press X on here and it says it's all completed, all good. So I'm going to take the USB drive out of this computer and then plug it into the new computer and then boot it up for the first time. But as I say, this is a dual system, so we've still got Windows 10 on here, so I'll show you how to do that with Windows 10 still operational on the same computer. Here we are on the Retrogaming system. This is the old video that I did on Botacera. It's over a year ago now, probably a bit more than that. And yeah, so if you just close this one here, and then if we just go into the bottom left hand corner and then type recovery options, whoops, select that, advanced startup, and go restart now. And then we're going to use a device, because it's a user USB drive. Select that, and there we are. There's a partition that we need on the USB drive. So I'm just going to click on here, and then it will boot from the USB stick. As I said, this is just as an example. This is not the one that I'm going to be using as my main USB stick. I just wanted to show you this as an example. My USB stick is a lot faster than this. I think that it was just expanding on what space is left on the USB stick itself. And here we are, booting into Botacera. Great stuff. Right, so the first thing we need to do is find a controller. So I'm just going to grab a controller and then plug it into the USB port. I'm using a PlayStation 3 controller and it's instantly recognised it. You might not be so lucky, so what I'm going to do is just press the space bar and then go to controller settings, just using the cursor keys for this, up, down and enter to select. So I'm going to press enter again for here to configure a controller and then press OK or enter. So I'm just going to press a button down, so it's automatically picked up that it's the Sony PlayStation 1. So I'm just going to go through all the different controls. So you got up, down, left, right with the pad, start, select, and then if you look at the positions of the buttons, this is going to match up to the buttons on my controller. So A is going to be circle, B is going to be X, X is going to be triangle, and then Y is going to be square. So you got left analog, so you go up, left, right analog, up, and then left. So you got L1, R1, L2, R2, L3, and then R3, and then the hotkey I'm going to use as, I'm going to try the PlayStation button. There we go. And then I'm just going to press X, and there it is configured. Okay, so I'm just going to press circle and then go back. So to select the two different menus from here, you've got the start. If you look in the bottom left hand corner, that'll bring this one up. So shut down and reset and look at a manual. So you press X on here. And there you go, you've got your user guide here. Just a basic guide. And there's all your different control pads that you want to set up. And it's even got Cody here. As I say, you can make this look beautiful because it's got scraper that's built in. We'll come to that probably in a different video. I'm just going to do a basic one for the time being, and then we're back to the beginning. So I'm just going to press circle to close it. And then if you look at the bottom left hand side, you've got all the different options there. So we haven't got any music here, so that's what I'm going to look for first. So if I press start, we'll go to system settings, and then we got our audio output there. So I'm going to select that one, and I'm going to select this one here because I think that one is the speakers, and then go back. Reboot for the system is required, so I'm just going to press circle here. Okay, so it is a definite reboot. So I'm just going to press select and then go restart system. Obviously this is going to boot back into Windows, so I'm just going to go through that system again and get back to this main menu. There we are, we've booted back into Botacera, and here you can see we've got some music. Or some sound at least. So as you can tell here, we've got double music, so I'm just going to turn the music off. So I'm just going to select this menu here, turn the music off to the front end music. Otherwise we're just going to get confused. Let's just check what's already loaded on here, because there's a few games and systems. So we've got Commodore 64. There we go. We've got 2 games there. We've got the PC Engine. Got a couple of games there. Give both of them a miss, probably. Oh, puzzle games. Got the NES. Oh, we've got a game on there. Nope. SNES. Got Classic Kong. I've played this for a few times. Game Boy Advance. Oh, we've got one game on there. Maybe not. Ports. So we've got Doom on here. Mr. Boom. Oh, and Prince of Persia. Pie games, so we've just got a retro trivia game there. Mega Drive. We've got Old Towers. That's a really wicked game. Good puzzle game this is. Bit of fun there. All games, so we've got 12 in total. And we're back to the start again. Okay. What I suggest you do first of all is probably connect to the internet. I've actually connected my computer to the internet just using leads. So I've just got a cat cable connected straight to my internet port. But if you want to set up Wi-Fi, if you've got Wi-Fi on your computer that you're using, you can go to network settings and then select enable Wi-Fi, turn that on, and then put your details in here, your SSID and then your actual key. But it does tell you here what your IP address is, so make a note of this because this is going to come in handy later on. So here we are back onto the other computer then. So this is the pack that I've found online. And what I'm going to do is access the computer that's connected through our Wi-Fi or our network. So I'm just going to select here and type in IP address that we saw earlier. And then press enter. So it comes up with this option there to enter the network credentials, and it's going to be, the login is root and the password is Linux, and then press OK. And there we are, we've got access to the other computer. So everything is in this share folder, so just click in here and then we've got access to the BIOS folder. So what I'm going to do is go into this folder, copy the contents, drop it in here, and then what I'm going to do is go into the ROMs folder and then click in here and then copy all of these into here, and then I'm going to go through the final folder, this saves, and then copy the contents into this folder. Now that we've got all the BIOS files where we need them, I just thought I'd show you how to quickly add a game. So we just go into the ROMs folder here and then select the actual system that we've got. I've got a popular game here for the Mega Drive, so we'll just find that one. So Mega Drive. In here it tells you what different extensions will be accepted. So you've got all different things on here, bin files and Mega Drive files or zipped files. Obviously the smaller the file that you can get, the better it's going to be for saving space. So all I'm going to do is just copy this across to here, and there we are, it's in there. So I'm just going to swap over to the other system and show you how to update it. So this has gone into some sort of screensaver mode. So I'm just going to press a button on here. There we are. And what we need to do is just press start and then go to game settings and then update games list. And then press yes. And there we are, updating the games list. So if we press start now and have a look at game settings, we'll see here for missing BIOS. So if you just select here, and it says now missing BIOS, and that's what we wanted. So press OK, and then back again. And if we just go on to Mega Drive, it should pop up here, and there we go into there, and then we have Zombies Ate My Neighbours, and they're launched. There's all different settings and things which I'm not going to cover in this video. I just wanted to show you a basic one, how to get it up and running. And here it is up and running with the Mega Drive. And then to exit the game, you just press your special button plus the start key. So hold down the special button plus the start and it comes out of the game. And there we are, up and running. Zombies Ate My Neighbours, a Mega Drive classic, and a great gaming console. So I'm going to leave it here for this video. There's going to be a series of videos on Botacera 31 because this is the way that I'm going to go with my retro gaming build. So please like and subscribe and put some comments in the comment section if you want to see some future videos. If there's something that you're stuck with, just put something in the comments and I'll do something to try and help you or make a video on it. What I do want to concentrate on is the arcade side of things. They're a bit more complicated to set up than these games consoles. So that's what we're going to be looking into next, I believe. Or some of the menu systems. that's going to be it for now. My name is Cal. Have a good morning, afternoon, good evening. Farewell till next time, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.